Welcome, I'm Dr. Janine Bowring, naturopathic doctor, guiding you on your health journey and of course doing it naturally. Today I am discussing salt caves and the benefits of halotherapy or halotherapy. So this is something that has been known in Russia, in Europe for centuries, and this is something that we know is very reparative to our lung tissues, but also has other benefits as well, which I will share. And this is something, if you've not yet experienced going in a salt cave, whether it's in a spa type of setting or of course in an actual salt cave, this is one of the best experiences that you can go through. And it's something that a friend of mine introduced to me. She said, "Hey, I'm going to take you somewhere today." And I'm like, okay. We're going to a salt cave, so I'm picturing in my mind that we're going deep into a cave, but I couldn't picture where that would be around where we live. And you know, sure enough, it was in a spa setting. And what they had done in this salt therapy cave is that they had the imported Himalayan salts in the walls and on the floor, and you sit and you relax in this setting. And it's great because we know that the Himalayan salt, it does give off negative ions. So this is something that is odorless but also tasteless, and this is invisible. And that's one of the benefits of having the Himalayan salt lamp, is that these negative ions will go into the air that you're breathing and can have a really calming effect on your body, but it's also antibacterial. This is something that people experience, those negative ions, if you are near a waterfall. Maybe you've experienced this. Myself, growing up close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, this is something that is known. When you walk around the falls, it feels so good because of those negative ions. Also, if you love to be near the beach, and often people feel so much healthier by the beach, again, it's because of those negative ions. But you can also experience these negative ions in a salt cave, and that's one of the great things and why it's so great for your health. So some of the proven benefits of going in a salt cave is that it's very anti-inflammatory. So also for the lungs, this can be really helpful. And in this study, it actually shows that the halotherapy for chronic respiratory disorders, from the cave to the clinical, they found that being in the salt cave had a positive effect on patients suffering with chronic respiratory diseases, improving mucociliary elimination and lung function in common chronic respiratory diseases. So meaning that the cilia in the lungs were helping to eliminate whatever was built up, and often there is mucus and there could be toxins as well in the lungs, and so the salt therapy helped to eliminate that. And often, if you have ever experienced this, what can happen is that you'll cough, your nose may run a little bit when you are in the salt cave, because now that ciliary action is increased, helping to eliminate those toxins, but some of that mucus buildup as well. It's also known to be really helpful for anybody who suffers with allergies, because it helps to remove airborne pollens. So this can be really good. And also from the immune system standpoint, helps to decrease that oversensitivity in the immune system by decreasing the IgE levels. Now the salt particles, which are very, very fine, and often there's a halo generator in a salt cave that's actually putting a pharmaceutical grade, high quality salt into the halo generator, and it's going to make sure that it's puffing out these ultrafine mist of the salt crystals. This can then penetrate deep into the lungs and to help to treat damaged lung tissue. So this is great for COPD sufferers, for chronic bronchitis, as well as asthma sufferers, any type of respiratory infection, even viral infections, which can be very helpful, and something that you may not have heard about as an alternative treatment for treating any type of labored breathing. So this is also great for the skin. So the beauty benefits we know of using salt on the skin, but in the salt cave, those dry salt particles helps to increase the activity of the skin ion channels, and this helps to stimulate new healthy cell growth, but also the regeneration. So for the beauty benefits, this is great. Also helps to balance the skin pH and the flora and the microflora on the skin. It can help to reduce fungal infections on the skin, harmful bacteria, and that inflammatory state. So it's been known in one study to show that it really helps with psoriasis. So in this study, they concluded that the introduction of halotherapy for patients presenting with the vulgar psoriasis made it possible to achieve clinical remission in 65% of them. I mean, that's a huge percentage of people getting better with their chronic psoriasis just by having that halotherapy and experiencing, the salt cave treatment. So this is something that I highly encourage you to look for wherever you live in the world. Look and find a salt cave. It's usually very inexpensive to visit. You spend about a half an hour in the salt cave. Some people even do yoga in the salt cave. So a lot of health benefits of the halotherapy, and I hope that you are able to try it. So today we talked all about salt caves, halotherapy, and the benefits of halotherapy. So I hope that you'll give me a big thumbs up. I hope that you'll share this video as well. If you do have questions or comments, if you've been in a salt cave, I'd love to hear from you. Please share your story below. And if you're new to my channel, welcome in. I hope that you'll subscribe and also click that bell to turn on the notifications so you're always made aware of my newest and latest uploads, which happens every single day of the week. And remember to always take good care of your health and do it naturally. Thanks for watching.